As far as birthday is concerned, our beloved Prophet Muhammad said that there are only two festivals in Islam, two annual festivals. They are the Eidains, the Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. The first is after the Ramzan ends, that Eid al-Fitr, and the second is Eid al-Adha, that we have the Eid of sacrifice. These two are the only Eids that are annual Eid is there, that is permissible to celebrate. And the Prophet also mentioned that the weekly Eid is on Friday. So there's one weekly Eid and two annual Eid. These are the celebration. So any celebration which is celebrated annually, every year, is against the teaching of Islam, except these two, the Eidain, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. That's the Eid al-Nahar, the Eid of sacrifice. Birthday is more of a Western culture and people celebrate it. It is not an Islamic culture and it is against the teachings of Islam. So therefore it is not permissible. Any celebration which is done on an annual basis, whether it be wedding anniversary, whether it be Valentine's Day, whether it be Mother's Day, or whether it be Teacher's Day, all these type of days or annual celebration, except for the two Eid, are not permissible in Islam. If you have a normal party for graduation, no problem. If you have a marriage and you have a party and a celebration for marriage, as long as nothing haram is done in that celebration, is permitted. So celebrating things which are good, like marriage or graduation, at one time, no problem. But making it an annual affair, you start saying, I will have wedding anniversary, so this is not permissible in Islam. This is the main basic ruling. There are other reasons why it's not permitted. Many of the things that is done on birthday, it is against the teaching of Islam. If you go back to the history of this birthday cake, how did it originate? We come to know it is from the time of the Greeks. And at that time, in the olden days, they made cake which was honey cake, which was round in shape, to resemble a moon for worshipping moon god. It was round honey cake resembling a moon, and they put candles on it. So this was in reverence to the moon god. Then we have, if you read history, we come to know that in Germany, the bakery in 15th century, they used to bake cakes. It became common. Then you have in the Roman history and so on and so forth. Today, they put candles, and depending upon how old are you, if you're 10 years old, they put 10 candles. If you're 20 years old, they put 20 candles. Or sometimes they put one additional candle to say that you're going to spend one more year. And there are many cultures, there are many ideologies, many superstitions. Then people, they wish and then they blow the candles. You know, though people talk of being hygienic, normally when you blow the candle and you blow on the cake, according to research, when you blow on the cake has 14 times more germs on it before it was blown. So imagine we talk about hygiene, but we blow the candles kept on the cake, and there are germs going onto the cake, and we serve that cake to everyone. We talk about hygiene, talk about science, but this is all unhygienic. There are various other activities associated with birthday which may be haram. For example, today most of the birthday parties, they involve music, which is haram. They may involve dancing, which is haram. There may be obscenity, which is haram. So many activities involved are against the teachings of Quran and Sunnah. But the basic thing is celebrating itself is haram. Second reason is because activities may be haram.
Brother, again, we as Muslims are denied from following the cultures of non-Muslims. So let's look at the origin of celebrating birthdays. If the companions of the Prophet ﷺ celebrated it, then it's okay for you to celebrate. But if they didn't, and unfortunately this is the case, then it's forbidden for us to imitate the non-Muslims in carrying these celebrations into our own life. Muslims have their identity. We have our own personality. We cannot imitate people. You can pinpoint us anywhere in the world. You can tell that this is a Muslim by the way he looks, by the clothes he's wearing. Not that he's a freak or he's a Martian from outer space. No, but because of his behavior, because of his dress code, and because of the things that he does not allow to corrupt and pollute his own civilization and culture. Therefore, birthdays are not acceptable in Islam, and this is the verdict of scholars of Islam.
No, the reason for not celebrating birthdays, or you're talking about birthday of the Prophet in general, because birthdays in general, it's not considered ibadah, right? So in the case of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, it becomes ibadah, and that's why it's not acceptable. In the case of the general birthdays, you can say that on one hand, it is imitation of the non-Muslims. It is also an annual celebration. So because even in Arabic, it's called Eid Milad, Eid. And the Prophet ﷺ had said that you only have 2 Eids. When he came to Medina and he found the people celebrating different Eids, he asked them, why are you doing this one, that one, the other one? They explained, we're doing it because of this and that. He said, okay, stop. All of them are cancelled. You only have 2 Eids, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. So Eid means, it comes from Ada. From Ada, Ya'udu means to repeat, to come back again. So you do it every year at the same time. This is an Eid, right? So this is the second reason why it's not allowable. Third reason is that its origin was pagan. And this is why for Christians, even Jews don't celebrate birthdays. Orthodox Jews, maybe modern Jews might do it, but Orthodox Jews don't celebrate birthdays. And the only birthdays celebrated mentioned in the Bible are the birthdays of the pagan rulers, Pharaoh and Herod. Yeah. So it was known. Celebration of birthday was a pagan practice. It had pagan beliefs associated with it. Right.
So is it considered haram to celebrate because people get really caught up in it?
Well, if it's not haram, it's at least makruh. I mean, there's enough things against it that it really shouldn't be done. It's not, but if you did it, are you a major sinner? I would say no, because it's not ibadah. It's from ada.
So we have another question. What is the ruling on celebrating birthdays?
There is nothing mentioned about this either in the Quran or in the Islamic tradition, and as far as I know, and I have to say as far as I know because the Islamic tradition is very vast and nobody knows the whole thing. But enough studies have been done on this question such that if there was something mentioned, I think I would have known it by now. And I don't know of anything. So there's nothing positive or negative about this. It's just something that was not in the Islamic tradition. In ancient times, of course, people did not keep track of their birthdays as people do now. So if a Muslim were to celebrate a birthday, he would do so by remembering God and giving thanks to God. But that is not part of the Islamic tradition. It's not something that we find mentioned that a Muslim should do this. And most pious Muslims would not do it because they will feel that this is something extraneous and it's not within our culture to do this. But at the same time, I would add, if some Muslim decides to do this in a healthy way, giving thanks to God, I don't see that much is wrong with that.
We get to the issue of celebrations, Eid. And we'll mention four aspects. Number one, celebrating a celebration yourself. Celebrating a celebration yourself. There are 4 types of celebrations. The first, any celebration that is personal and private. That is something that is not communal and something that is not religious. Any personal or private celebration that is nothing to do with the religion has nothing to do with Islam. Islam is not making it haram or halal or makruh or mubah. The celebration is neutral. The Sharia did not dictate personal celebrations. There's nothing in the Sharia that dictates anything about personal celebrations. The ahadith about Allah substituting two Eids, as we're going to come to, if anything, it is a communal. A personal celebration cannot be a bid'ah because there's no religion involved. And the Sharia did not dictate when you can be happy and when you can throw a party and invite friends over. There's nothing in the Sharia for or against this. It is neutral. So if you graduate and you want to have a festival, go ahead. If you get a new house, you have a festival, go ahead. If you're bored and you want to have a festival, go ahead. If you think it is the day you were born or whatever, your birthday, and you want to have a festival, go ahead. The Sharia is not telling you anything about this. There's nothing in and of itself that forbids it. And therefore, these personal celebrations, and in particular the two most famous ones are birthdays and anniversaries, there is nothing in the Sharia to forbid them. Now, the group says it is bid'ah. We say, with utmost respect, this is the weakest argument. It cannot be bid'ah, because when you celebrate the birthday of your 5-year-old kid, do you expect Allah to reward you for that? Is it a part of the religion? No. You have not understood the meaning of bid'ah, with my utmost respect, even though you might be more knowledgeable than me, and a million one feels it can't be bid'ah. This is just wrong. Number two, they're going to say, oh, this is tashabbuh with the kuffar. So we got rid of the issue as bid'ah. They'll say number two is tashabbuh with the kuffar. Well, we already explained in a lot of detail that there can be no tashabbuh when it is something that is done by large groups of people transcending any civilization. And we said that even if the origin was pagan, if nobody is understanding paganism and it is a generic ritual, there is no tashabbuh. So tashabbuh cannot be there. There is no tashabbuh in eating hamburgers and French fries. There's no tashabbuh in liking cheesecake. There's no tashabbuh in dressing like this, in speaking English. There is no tashabbuh in celebrating birthdays. Cannot be tashabbuh. We understood this point with that. Then they say, oh, but the origin is pagan. We already explained. The origin is pagan means nothing, because Tuesday is also pagan, and we all know what Tuesday is, okay? Then they say, oh, but birthdays and anniversaries have intermixing and sharab and haram things. What do we say to this? Drink water. Don't make something haram because of something that is obviously haram in something else. Don't mix and match. Don't pick and choose like this way, okay? Make it halal, keep it halal, then do that. Then they say, oh, but there's israf and waste of money. To which we say, who amongst us is safe from that? Why are you picking and choosing this one battle and ignoring the israf in your wardrobe? The israf in going out to restaurants, the israf in this and that, and then you want to prohibit the 5-year-old birthday, 5-year-old child's birthday, and say this is israf. Be fair. Birthdays are halal because there's nothing to make them haram. Is that clear? The default, everything is halal. You have to prove it's haram. And anything they throw at you, and I've been saying this for more than a decade, it's nothing new you're hearing from me, but because people are so sensitive in this regard, it cannot be tashabbuh. And it's ironic, you're speaking to me in English, wearing pant and shirt, living in America, and you're talking about birthdays being tashabbuh. What do you, I mean, again, think about this. It's not tashabbuh. It's a generic thing that everybody is doing. It's nothing to do with any paganism. On top of this, certain types of these celebrations can actually bring a positive goal that the Sharia wants, love between families. Anniversaries are of the most easiest ways to win your wife's heart back, mashallah, tabarakallah. Please don't forget your anniversaries, right? I say it is sunnah, meaning not sunnah like, sunnah here meaning the goals of the Sharia sunnah, not the Prophet sunnah, obviously. It is of the goals of the Sharia to celebrate your anniversary. Quote me on that, no problem. It is of the goals of the Sharia to celebrate your anniversary. Why not? Of the goals of the Sharia to bring love between a couple. And Allah created women that way. They love these dates. Us, we don't even think about the dates. That's the problem, right? Make sure you put the date in your calendar 10 times. Like, put it right now, like whatever is your anniversary, make there. And then, surprise, go out, have a nice party, do something. Halal, obviously, no sharab. Just drink some grape juice, no problem. Keep it halal. But celebrate, why not? What is wrong? How can the Sharia forbid a celebration between a husband and wife that will increase their love? Think about, again, those ulama that make it haram based on what? So, we say all of this is completely, there's no basis to make it haram. طيب.